Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I have done a lot of reviews of campgrounds and RV parks. I never thought I would do a review of a rest area, but this one I liked so much that I thought this would be a good time to finally do one. It's a really exceptional rest area, so let me show you what I mean. This is the Danbury Rest Area and Information Center for Connecticut. It's at Interstate 84 heading east, and there's not one on the other side of the freeway as you often see, because this is not just a rest area, it's also a Connecticut and particularly a Danbury Information Center, and that's what this building is. Got a Pepsi machine if you're out of sodas, so let's go inside. Inside there's more drink machines. Oh wow, they even have my all-time favorite breakfast beverage, Rockstar sugar-free. If you haven't tried that, I like it so much more than orange juice. And a couple snack machines here. The restrooms are inside the building. Drinking fountain with a bottle filler. Here's a Connecticut official camping guide. And more info here. Oh wow, now this I've not seen before. An ice cream vending machine. And inside here they have their tourist information with all those brochures and things, and someone there to man it, but they are not open yet this morning. There's not a sign that says when the visitor center information opens with somebody in there, but it's really nice that they have the building unlocked so that you can go in, I guess, 24 hours a day. And Connecticut welcomes you. And there is a large grassy area for picnicking. They got barbecue grills, lots of picnic tables, and there are several signs like this showing where the canine rest areas are. And this kiosk has a Connecticut state map here and information that you can read about things to do in Connecticut. And they even have some really nice landscaping here. But don't forget, the police take notice of all that loitering you're doing. How many rest areas have you seen that has rock stacking? There's another one over there. And here in the picnic area they have a drinking water fountain, a water faucet on the side there, and a garbage can. And if you have a lot of garbage to dispose of, they have 3 dumpsters there. There are several parking areas. This one is mainly for the truckers, and I like it when they have separate RV parking areas so you can get away from the noise of the truckers coming and going and running their diesel engines all night. I stayed here all last night. This parking area is mostly for RVs, although an 18-wheeler did park right next to me for some reason. This is the next morning. That's why it's pretty empty here. Only a few of us are still hanging around for a while. Now, when I spend the night at an RV park, a campground, or a rest area, there are really just 4 things that I really want. One is electricity, which they don't have here, and I actually have never been to a rest area that does have electrical hookups. The second thing is the trash dumpsters, like I showed you. The third thing is a dump station and a freshwater fill station. electric, trash, dump station, and water fill. That's all I pretty much ever need. Now this is unusual in that there's no sign here that says whether that is potable water or not, good drinking water. An RV was just here filling up and dumping, and I asked him, he said he comes here a lot and always fills up his water here, and he said this is good potable water. So if you ask them in the information center, I think that's what they would say. I think this is funny. A rest area where you're not allowed to loiter. Well, I've been loitering for about 15 hours now. And this is good too, meaning the big trucks are not allowed to idle their diesel engines, although I bet they do it anyway. This guy next to me has got a horse trailer, and I was kind of surprised when I pull in. I checked my levelers, and this is a perfectly level parking spot. You don't often get that. I really love it when a parking spot is level enough that I don't have to put my jacks down. Boy, I tell you, these trucks are coming and going like crazy. It is just a steady stream of trucks. Okay, here's something I've never seen before. A truck camper pulling another truck camper and a second truck camper. I bet this guy just got paid to transport those 3 truck campers to a dealer. And here's a parking area for cars. And the cars have their own picnicking grounds here. So you can see just how nice this rest area is. Now there are a couple things that could improve it. One would be to have electrical hookups, and I know it's possible to have it with a timer to where you put your credit card in and tell it how many hours you want. It charges you by the hour. I would love that if I'm here in the summer and want to use my air conditioner. And the other thing is, if all this was in the median between the eastbound and westbound sides of the freeway, so you could use this whether you're going in either direction. And I have seen some rest areas that are like that. When they have enough room, they put it in the median so both sides can use it. By the way, the dump station is not locked. There's not even a place where you could put a lock on it, and it's free. And the water fill is free as well. I did some research on this place a few days ago, and I came here specifically because it had a dump station and a freshwater fill, both of which I was very much needing. This is on Interstate 84, just a little ways east of the New York-Connecticut border. So it's coming into Connecticut from New York State. By the way, one thing I always do is when I finish dumping my black tank, I leave that valve open and I close this valve, which is on what you call a twist-on waste valve. Then I pull my black tank valve, and what that does is it flushes the water down to here and then up into the black tank to rinse the black tank. Then I close the gray, open the twist on, so that brings the gray water out of the black tank and rinsing the black tank as I do it. Then I'll do it a second time, close this, open this, and fill up the black tank with more gray water. Then pull the twist on valve, and I'll do that 2 or 3 times to get my black tank a good rinsing out. Well, I think this is the best interstate rest area I've seen anywhere. So if you're ever in this part of the country, remember this video. Good day, folks.